Something strange was found deep under the Egyptian sands. Not a golden mask, not a sarcophagus, but a device no one could explain. It looked like a modern laptop, resting inside a tomb that had been sealed for more than 3,000 years, and its screen wasn't covered in dust. It looked like it had just been used. The discovery. The story began in Saqqara, one of Egypt's richest archaeological sites. Teams from Cairo University had been excavating a tomb complex that dated back to the New Kingdom, around 1200 BC. It was supposed to be the resting place of a lesser-known priest named Rahotep. The chambers had been sealed tight, untouched since ancient times, their entrances hidden beneath layers of sand and collapsed stone. When the archaeologists finally broke through, they expected to find the usual painted walls, canopic jars, and maybe a mummy if they were lucky. But what they found on a stone pedestal at the heart of the chamber left them frozen. A thin rectangular object, metallic but light, with hinges like a book. At first, they thought it was some kind of offering box. Then, one of the team members brushed away the sand, and a black reflective screen stared back at them. It was, without question, a laptop. First, reactions. The tomb fell silent. Cameras clicked, lights flickered, and the team kept whispering in disbelief. The artifact was sleek, no thicker than 2 fingers stacked, with a symbol on the lid they couldn't recognize. Something like an eye, but not the traditional eye of Horus. Dr. Nabil Farouk, the site's director, was the first to speak. He muttered, "This is not possible." For an archaeologist who had spent his career debunking wild theories about aliens and time travel, the moment was almost unbearable. Yet here it was, right in front of him. The team carefully lifted it, wearing gloves as if handling fragile papyrus. It was surprisingly light, too light for stone or metal. The screen lit up. A dim glow spread across the glass, and strange symbols scrolled upward. It wasn't hieroglyphics, not Greek, not Latin. It was something alien, yet oddly systematic, like computer code from another world. The laptop had no visible battery pack, no charging cable, no port. And yet, it worked, right there in a tomb sealed for thousands of years. The walls of the tomb added another layer of mystery. Unlike other chambers decorated with religious scenes, these walls were covered with detailed carvings of devices that resembled machinery. One image showed a priest holding what looked exactly like the same rectangular object. Another carving showed constellations, star paths, and unfamiliar planets that no ancient Egyptian astronomer could have charted. Speculations begin. The news leaked within hours. The world exploded with theories. Some claimed it proved time travel. Someone from the future had lost their laptop in ancient Egypt, and it was sealed away. Others argued it was evidence of an advanced civilization, older than we imagine, that left behind technology we can't yet replicate. There were skeptics too. Some said it was a hoax planted by the excavation team to gain fame. But the live-streamed footage from the site showed the raw shock on the faces of the archaeologists. Nothing about their reaction looked staged. The true shock came when experts tried to analyze what was inside. The screen displayed files, but they weren't in any known format. Not PDF, not DOC, not JPG. The icons shimmered and changed shape, almost like they were alive. When one researcher tapped the screen, it responded to touch long before touchscreens were invented. A folder opened to reveal rotating 3D models of structures. Some resembled the pyramids, but others showed colossal towers, floating platforms, and landscapes not of Earth. Stranger still. Then something even more bizarre happened. The laptop began emitting sound. A low hum, followed by what seemed like chanting, almost like ancient prayers, but overlaid with mechanical tones. The archaeologists described it as hearing both a machine and a choir of voices at the same time. And here's where it got unsettling. The mummy of Rahotep, lying nearby, seemed to shift. The linen wrappings trembled slightly, as if reacting to the sound. The team quickly shut down the laptop, but the memory of that movement haunted them. Within 2 days, officials from Egypt's Ministry of Antiquities sealed the site. The laptop was taken to an undisclosed government facility. Reporters were banned from entering Saqqara. Some team members claimed they were forced to sign documents forbidding them from speaking about the object. But rumors leaked anyway. Whistleblowers claimed that the device wasn't man-made. Others whispered it could connect to satellites that don't exist, or worse, open doorways to somewhere else. Dr. Farouk himself disappeared from public view soon after. His colleagues said he left for personal reasons, but no one has seen him since. Theories that refuse to die. As of now, no one outside official circles knows the truth. Some believe the laptop was a tool from a civilization that predates Egypt, maybe the legendary Atlantis. Others think it was left by visitors not of this earth. A growing faction insists it's proof that time isn't linear, that someone from our future dropped technology in the past, creating a loop of history feeding into itself. One chilling theory even suggests that the laptop wasn't found by accident. Maybe it was meant to be discovered now, in our time, when humanity is on the edge of its own technological leap, almost like a message or a warning. Months after the discovery, something peculiar happened in the archives of Cairo University. A junior researcher was cataloging Rahotep's funerary texts when she noticed something odd. In one hymn carved into the stone, the priest had written, "The gate shall open when the box of light is touched, and the watchers shall return." The box of light, a perfect description of the laptop. So was Rahotep simply a priest? And to this day, no one knows where the laptop is or if it even still functions.